Hello, everyone. Welcome to a little experiment here. We've got Red Dead Redemption running here, one of the best games Rockstar has ever put out, and one that they've never released on the PC, but we're on our PC right now. What is this? This is the PlayStation Now network, where basically if you're running a Xbox, it's not Xbox, but PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4, it's kind of how they do their back catalog now. If you've got, for instance, a PlayStation 4, you can play PlayStation 3 games on it by streaming them. This is a streaming service where the game is actually kept, for the most part, on the PlayStation servers, and they stream it to your machine as you play it. So it's actually set up so you can do the same on your PC with an app. It is a subscription service, of course, but we're trying the 7-day free trial here, and we're going to play a little Red Dead Redemption. This is a game we haven't played in, oh my God, we haven't played this game in probably 5 or 6 years now, if not longer. It's been a very long time. Back before we got into Minecraft hot and heavy. So we are going to try it. I'm going to press start. And there we go. We are going to play the single player game. We are going to play Red Dead Redemption. It also comes with the Undead Nightmare expansion. So we're going to play the original game right now. Let's load it in. This came out in 2010. It was 2 years after GTA 4. And I think 3 years before, 3 years before GTA 5 came out. It's hard to believe GTA 5 has been out that long. So, Exodus in America. The opening chapter, and we're going to watch the beginning cinematic. Just like all the GTA games, they've got a opening kind of cinematic cutscene to set you into the mood.
For one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Fantastic. Great opening scene. We don't quite have Roman waiting on the docks for us here, for us to come and pick us up, but what a nice way to get introduced to the world of the game here. We are playing John Marston. He is our character. And we are going to work through the various controls. We played this introductory act all the way up to the next cutscene once, just to make sure everything was streaming well. It's saving our game to the cloud. It's the other thing you don't have to worry about with the PS Now service. Is that because the game streams, because it's not being, it's not actually installed on your hard drive, it doesn't save your saves to the hard drive either. It uses much like Steam does, where you can use the Steam cloud service to store your... you can use the Steam cloud service to store your save games. The PS Now does the same thing. It saves your games on the PS Now servers. Train station here. Let's see, can we get a ticket? Hello there, can we get a ticket from you? No? Not even going to pay us any mind? Not going to talk to us? Apparently not. Alright, it's telling us to go to the saloon. Whoa, I've got a feeling he just came from the saloon. He is staggering around about the way that... I remember staggering around like that quite often with Packy. And we'd be coming back from a night out drinking. So this is the big town of Armadillo here. It has a boarding house. It has a saloon. Has, let's see, Deaver and Preston Express passenger freight. What else do we have? Hot and cold baths. Let's see, hold down the button to run. Okay. Now I'm going to return to the saloon. We got a gunsmith. What's this over here? This is barber and dentist. What's next to it? I guess that's a doctor of general practice. There's the bank. I bet that one, Bank of Armadillo, I bet that one comes in handy at some point. The general store. Oh, it's nice. Nice indeed. What's these down here? What's these last couple buildings? Alright, that's the Undertaker. Gotta imagine we're gonna be paying him some, Oh, no. Alright, back to the checkpoint. Okay, can't wander too far down the street, people. Can't wander too far down the street. Alright, looks like it wants us to go to the saloon. So why don't we go to the saloon? It's quite nice. I mean, it's not that bad. The graphics, I mean, these graphics are probably about on the level of unmodified GTA 4 graphics. You know, you've seen me play GTA 4 with the EMP modifications that work on the graphics and make them super realistic and stuff as far as lighting effects and all. This looks a lot like the unmodified GTA 4 game, unmodified level of detail and everything with
Mr. Marston, over here. You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
really hate to interrupt your little pleasant time there, Jake.
Are you walking to Fort Mercer, Mr. Marston? You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New Ulster. Great chance.
Mount your horse. All right, press Y, just like you do with your car.
Ain't no point in causing a ruckus. How you doing?
Let's go.
Whoa there.
Hey.
Like so many GTA games, always waiting on the train.
So it's Fort Mercer you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
I think I'm growing to like Jake. He and I might get along.
Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guy. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill. Give you.
Come on.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Well, all right, Jake. You disappeared already? Yep, there he goes. All right, well, hope we see you again. Let's ride on up to Fort Mercer here. As I said, the level of graphics here, these are basically PS3 graphics, so it's running at about 720, I guess. Something along those lines. Nice, pretty game. It would really be, it's one of those, you understand now why we really, really wish that this would get released on PC. You know, they've said that Red Dead 2 is going to, but you know, to this day they still haven't released it. And with it being available on streaming, once again, are they ever going to release it on PC? Are they ever going to port it on over? I wish they would. Can you imagine this with like imagine this with like GTA 5 graphics, that kind of graphic upgrade? It would be great. Much like GTA 5 though, I've got to say I haven't actually played the game much further than this. I've probably only played the first hour or so, because we played it a lot. But we played multiplayer, just like GTA 5. It's like I haven't played more than the first 30 or 40 minutes of GTA 5, because we played mostly multiplayer. And that's the way this is. The multiplayer version of this, at least on the PlayStation, I'm not sure if it's the same way with PlayStation Now or not, but the old PlayStation version you could get online, and it was a lot like GTA 5. It's where the whole GTA Online thing came from. Is you could form posses and you go on missions together and you hunt bandits, and there are missions where you have to go and like escort a armored stagecoach and all sorts of wonderful stuff. So I never actually got very far into the game. Let's see how far we might get this time. Let's run on up to the X.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Got to say, Bill doesn't seem like such a nice guy. And they come and took his gun. Scene always reminded me a little bit of the Jawas from Star Wars. They come along and collect the scrap. Keep expecting one of them to go, Utini! New friends, old problems. All right, loading in the next chapter.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
And there we are again. We reached the next check and save point here. All right, fantastic. Let's look at the map right quick. I think it's this one, I think. Nope, that's our consumables. So we got a war horse. Let's see. There we go. Map. All right. So as you see, here's McFarland's ranch. And that's where we got Bonnie McFarland. You may recognize her. She was actually on the train with us coming in from Blackwater. Okay. Over here is Armadillo. That's where we arrived. A little town. Where was... Oh, here's Fort Mercer down here. Right there. So she went way out of our way, way out of her way to pick us up right over here at Fort Mercer and haul us back all the way back over here to her farm. Wow. I don't see, can't see if Blackwater's on here anywhere. Great Plains, tall trees. So it looks like Blackwater isn't an actual destination that we can go to. But you'll notice it does show the train on the map. The train does move along the railroad tracks in certain patterns and stuff. So you can actually, just like the trains in, just like the subway train in 4 or the train in GTA 5 and GTA Online, you can hop the train and ride it around. And I think you can even, I would imagine with it being a Western, you can probably even hijack it. Okay, so that is where we are going to. Let's see what else we got. We got weapons. We're carrying a cattleman revolver and a knife. We've got our outfits. We got the cowboy outfit. This is Marston's typical bounty hunter clothing. Change outfits at camp or safe house. And there's 16 outfits. So we got 15 more outfits that we can find. And we find them by finding scrap. So you find the first scrap by searching Coots Chapel. Complete the Twin Rocks hideout. Capture or kill Movember. Win a duel in Armadillo. And complete the American Appetites task. And you complete all 5 of those tasks. Your reward is you get the Deadly Assassin outfit. And we got all these other undiscovered outfits here. So fantastic. That's Savvy Merchant. You got to win $1,000 gambling, buy or sell items at every gunsmith in the game, gather $200 worth of herbs, execute 20 people, and complete the Prohibitionist task. All right. Let's see. Here's the journal. All right. So it's a lot like the journal is a lot like the ones that we have. The ones that you get in the GTA games where the mission briefings. Options, stats. Let's look at our stats. We are a grifter. We have the fame of nobody. Honor is something in this game where as you do good deeds, you get better honor. As you do bad deeds, you get worse honor. And it actually affects the way merchants and NPCs and all those affect you in the game here. Let's see. 4 days have passed. We've completed 1 mission. 1 mission retry. I guess that's where we walked out the back of Armadillo. We've discovered 7 of 94 areas. Oops, let's go here. 7 of 94 areas and completed 1.5% of the game. Okay, so missions, strangers, crimes, travel, money, collectibles. How many collectibles are there in this game? Herbs to collect and pounds of meat to harvest. Okay. And score. All right. That's based on like poker hands. All right. Multiplayer, which I'm not sure. Let's see. Explore the Red Dead Redemption world with other players via the PlayStation Network. So in public mode, anyone on the PlayStation Network can enter your game. So in online public, online private, looks like you can play this streaming. In multiplayer. That's interesting, and perhaps still play the LAN too. I'm assuming that this isn't just a leftover from the days of when it was on the disc. And there's the train. We saw it on the map, and there it is in the background over there, passing the farm. You now own a new horse. It will come when you whistle and appear at your camp or residence. I'm not sure how you go whistling. We'll have to look that control up. Anyway, we're not going to go see Bonnie right now. It's been about a half an hour. So like I said, this was just an experiment to see how well this works. And I'm going to see how well it recorded and edited up. And we will see y'all next time. Thanks for coming along on our little experiment, and bye-bye.